Welcome back everybody, welcome back to World of Tanks. I am back with yet another World of Tanks news episode, and in today's episode I am going to talk about a few different things, for example patch 9.19. Yes, you heard me right, patch 9.19. Over here on EU server we are still playing on patch 9.17.1 and I am going to talk about patch 9.19. That sounds pretty weird. Yep, and maybe a few words about 9.20 even. We'll see. After that, let's take our first look at WZ-111 a tank that can be our brand new tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. Or is it so brand new? Because maybe some of you over here remember that this tank was in the common test server, tested by standard players in the patch 8.2 back in 2014. I do not remember it for some reason. Maybe I was taking my break from World of Tanks back in 2014. It should be around over there. But I do not remember this tank. So let's see what Wargaming has been working on. We have some stats over here, pictures in HD model, so seems like they are actually working on this tank. And let's talk about it. So I believe let's get going. And I believe let's start with the future updates in World of Tanks. It really feels weird to talk about patch 9.19 when, as I said before, over here on EU server and even on RU server, we are still playing on patch 9.17.1. NA was able to get 9.18 first because I guess Wargaming is using NA server as a test server for the matchmaking, but oh well, what can we do, right? We should be able to get, EU server and RU server should be able to get patch 9.18 either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Hopefully tomorrow, at least, we'll see. But the crazy thing is, we already have some information about patch 9.19. And we actually have some dates over here as well. All my information comes from the dailybounce.net blog, so huge shout out to Harkonnen. Once again, you are the beast. So thank you for providing me that information. Links are in the description if you would like to see more. But as I said, we even have some dates. So official announcement on Wargaming portal should happen today on 26th of April. Super test server test ends on 27th of April 2017, so tomorrow. And the first public test iteration should be happening around 4th of May 2017. But to be on the safe side, let's say first public test for patch 9.19 is going to happen in the first part of May 2017. And once again, if they are actually going to announce something about patch 9.19 on the official Wargaming portal, then it feels even more weird. Because yeah, we do not have 9.18, so I don't know, we just have to wait and see. But the main changes in the patch 9.19 that we know at the moment are going to be new game mode, ranked battles. A lot of you guys have been waiting for ranked battles, so let's see, maybe this works out, maybe not, we just have to test it out. Seems like it. New unique game currency. First prototypes date back to 2015, not many details about it. So seems like we are going to have gold, credits, free experience and something else. And new equipment that can be bought with new in-game currency. That sounds really interesting. New equipment units. What could it be? I have to say that I am a little bit hyped for that. And finally, updated interface. So some more interface changes. This is the information I have about patch 9.19 at the moment. Just brief introduction. But when Wargaming is going to post the official article about patch 9.19, I am going to make a special episode dedicated to future changes in patch 9.19. So stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about WZ-111 that can be our upcoming new tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. Now, according to the latest information, it is going to be normal tanks. So that leaves me thinking, normal tank in the Chinese tech tree. So that leaves me thinking we are going to get second heavy tank line in the Chinese tech tree, maybe. But no more information about any other tanks. So there is still a chance that this is going to be yet another Clan Wars reward tank. But I really do hope this is not going to be the case this time. Now, back in the days, in 2014 in the patch 8.2, it was supposed to be the original tier 10 Chinese heavy tank, before it was replaced by 113, before the final Chinese tech tree version was released. It was super overpowered. Basically, it was much better version of the IS-7. So at the moment, it seems like it has been tuned, it has been nerfed a lot, and they are trying to bring it back to the game. Once again, hopefully in the Chinese tech tree for everybody to play. Because it is always good to see new tanks on the battlefield. We need new standard tanks as well. Or actually what we really need are new maps, guys. Wargaming, please start working on new maps. How long has it been since the previous map? I believe our previous our last new map was Paris map, if I remember correctly. So at least we have this. But we need new maps, at least 3 or 4. 3, 4, 5 new maps would be super awesome. So what we have on the screen at the moment are the first pictures about WZ-111 5A or Model 5A. I have some armor profiles as well. No gameplay at the moment because I am not super test player and we simply do not have any gameplay action. But pictures at least, it looks like WZ-111 in 1-4 in tier 9 position or D10. Yeah, pretty much copy paste of those two tanks, and we have our first stats. So it is going to be tier 10 heavy tank, cost standard tier 10 cost 6.1 million credits. Hit points 100 more hit points than the IS-7 gets, 2200. Gun at the moment is a 130mm boomstick, 59-130 TA tier 10 gun. Shell types, standard shell, AP round, premium round is going to be heat and HE round as well. Penetrations 244, 340, which is super good, and 65 with HE rounds. And average damage 490, 490 and 640. So pretty standard average damage, same as on IS-7 for example. But let's move on. Reload time 9.5 seconds. 9.5 seconds. You have exactly the same alpha damage as on IS-7, but 9.5 second reload time. Sadly, I do not know how they were able to get this reload time. Maybe with only 100% crew, maybe with large caliber tank on rammer, vents, food or everything like that. Or yeah, if this is going to be only with 100% crew, it is bloody crazy. 9.5 second reload time, so that means you are able to get it under 9 seconds, around 8.5 second reload time. DPM is going to be crazy. And it is already crazy actually, as you are going to hear soon. So reload time 9.5 seconds, that means rate of fire 6.32 rounds per minute. Aiming time is bloody awful. I do not know the soft stats yet or hidden stats, but aiming time 3.07 seconds. But average DPM 3097 damage per minute. Average damage per minute with tier 10 heavy tank. And if you are able to boost it even more, my god. Accuracy 0.37, gun depression, gun elevation, minus 10 degrees of gun depression and 23 degrees of gun elevation. Like, what could be better? This tank has minus 10 degrees of gun depression. So let's move on. Turret traverse speed 27.1 degrees per second, hull traverse speed 36 degrees per second, anti-rain resistances hard 1.05, medium 1.15 and soft 2.4. Hull armor 140 in the front with a slope as you saw from the pictures. No information about the lower plate at the moment. It should be around, well, let's see, it should be around 120, 140, maybe something like that. But 120 on the sides and 60 in the rear of the tank. Now turret armor, frontal turret armor, 300 millimeters thick. 300 with some slope. 180 on the sides, and once again 60 in the rear of the turret. This tank is going to be 50 tons heavy tank, engine power 750 horsepower engine, so specific power to weight ratio 15 horsepower per tons or per ton. Top speed 50, reverse speed 15, concealment, well, this is heavy tank, so let's move on. View range 400 meters, signal range standard 750 meters, and this tank has 4 crew members: commander, driver, gunner, and loader. So these are the first stats for WZ-111 upcoming, hopefully upcoming tier 10 Chinese heavy tank in the Chinese heavy tank tech tree. If this is going to happen, I hope this is not going to be just the second heavy tank. Hopefully we are going to get at least new tier 8, new tier 9 heavy tanks as well into the Chinese tech tree. So yeah, I am looking forward to this, but I do not know what to think about the gun or the firepower of this tank at the moment. And it also has gun depression, it also has frontal turret armor to back everything up. So it is going to be one crazy tank on the ridge lines with minus 10 degrees of gun depression, and when it is able to be in the hull down situation, also pretty damn nasty. But once again, we do not know what they are going to do with it when they finally decide to release it. We'll see. Anyways guys, before you go, I have one more announcement. I finally released yet another t-shirt or hoodie or mug design on my Beast Mode Gear store, and this time it is my first limited edition, limited time offer design. You know Tankfest is behind the doors, so do you know what tank means? I actually came up with it myself, I haven't seen it anywhere else, so tank, totally acceptable nuisance killer. Or I don't know how you have to pronounce that, nuisance, or something like that. But this is your chance to be super cool while you are visiting Tankfest, or while you are playing World of Tanks, or while you are doing some shopping in the grocery store. You can be super cool everywhere. So once again, grab it while you can, limited time offer. You are never going to see this design on my store once again. Maybe I am going to do something with the same message, but not with this design. This is going to be here for 2 weeks. You have until the end of 10th of May, and after that I am going to take it down. So just to keep it kind of a special design. And this time you have 2 different options how you would like to get this design. You can get it in the front or on the back of the product. We have t-shirts, hoodies, we have standard mugs, color changing mugs. You know the mug that is going to change the color if you pour something hot in it. We have sleeveless shirts, tank tops, I believe, I hope, so maybe something else. Just check it out. If you like it, grab it. I already ordered one hoodie for myself, so I am going to be cool when I'm going to play World of Tanks at least. And if you do that, you support me, my work, my effort with this channel. So thank you for that. But guys, I believe I am done with today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it was informative, and of course let me know what you think about all those upcoming changes in World of Tanks. Patch 9.19 seems to be pretty interesting patch once again. So can't wait. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you are still over here, hashtag love you, long time, and I catch you next time. Take care and bye.